Hey everybody, it's Tara Green. I'm going to bring you some astrology and a little bit of tarot for the day. So it's January the 20th already, and here's the astrology aspects of the day. You can see the moon is in Leo, and it's in conjunct or quincunx Pluto. That happens at 2:30 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Then the moon trines Mars in Sag. Mars is on the galactic center, so there's a good time to really tune in and power up and get some drama and some passion coming directly from that galactic center. It's the big cosmic yoni, the soul's place where all souls enter and leave. And then the moon is void, of course. That's what that little symbol is. 3:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the moon enters Virgo in the morning at 9:02 a.m. So, of course, when the moon's in Virgo, the energy shifts into much more grounded and practical and hardworking and nitpicky, and we want to get the job done, and we're very focused and meticulous. We're paying attention to the details, and we're worrying about our health and hygiene and things like that. So we're going to be on the job. That's Virgo, the workaholic, the perfectionist, little OCD there. So Moon in Virgo in conjuncts the Sun in Aquarius. So these two energies, Earth and Air, don't really get each other. They don't see each other. So the urge to kind of move forward, the Sun just entered Aquarius, and then Virgo's need to kind of be accountable kind of might be at odds with each other, right? So, earthy Virgo is very practical, very grounded. Aquarius can be a bit too lofty and a bit detached. And the moon is opposite Jupiter in Pisces, which is always very auspicious. Jupiter rules Pisces and Sagittarius. That might be a surprise for modern people who don't know that much about astrology, that Jupiter ruled two signs, just like most of the planets do. So Virgo, Pisces dichotomy, they're always the shadow of each other. So that urge to be very grounded and humble and practical with that Jupiter, always royal, always, searching for the big picture. It's about faith. So what the situation looks like and what it really is are two different things. Now, you may not be able to see it very clearly with Jupiter and Pisces for most of 2022 because Jupiter expands at kind of Pisces, the fog and the mirrors and the projections and wearing the rose-colored glasses, It's like having this big, rose quartz crystal here, rose-colored glasses on, imagining that that's your soulmate or the greatest thing since NFTs and Swiss cheese and blue cheese and green cheese and all that stuff. But anyway, Jupiter and Pisces kind of gets carried away with the fantasy, right? So this is a nice time to kind of balance the practical and the dreamy. So do pay attention to your dreams always when Jupiter's in Pisces or the moon is in Pisces. Now, moon then in conjuncts both Mercury in Aquarius and Chiron in Aries. So that one's a bit of a sticky wicket. You can see there's 3-4 actually in conjuncts today. That means that, again, because they're different elements, they don't speak the same language. It's like they don't get each other. They don't even understand each other. And what's in our blind spots, just like when you're driving and you're looking in your rear view mirror, if you don't see it coming, you're going to get hit. So Moon in Virgo, too focused on the details, doesn't look at the big picture, which is Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury's still retrograde. So you may not see somebody backing up on you or an old conversation kind of rear-ending you, let's put it that way. That's in the evening. And then the moon and Chiron in Aries, the wounded, very defensive healer. This happens in Pacific Standard Time, and of course the next day in Eastern Standard Time in GMT. Again, too focused on the details, not looking at the bigger picture or how you can take some new action. That's Chiron and Aries, right? Okay, so there we go. So that's basically the aspects for today, moving from Leo moon into Virgo for the next few days. So let's pull a few cards too. I thought we'll just kind of combine this. I kind of miss doing these card pullings. So this is, of course, the beautiful Muse Tarot. So I'm just going to pull one card here. All right. Okay. So that one card we get is the Major Arcana called the Hierophant. Okay, this is a very non-traditional deck. Let's see if we can move out on this. Very non-traditional deck, very modern, very beautiful deck. My kind of go-to, there we go. My go-to modern deck, produced by a Canadian designer who's been just really busy producing more, actually. So the Hierophant, the number 5 in the tarot, traditionally shows the Pope or the High Priest bringing down the benedictions of God or the angels. And so the meaning for this card, especially with the moon in Virgo, which gets kind of really focused on the material plane is that you always need to listen to your higher self. And the whole purpose of the tarot is the sense of guiding you to connect with your higher self. That's really the purpose, is that we are definitely very Virgo, very earthy, very Capricorn, very Taurus, especially with the nodes just moving back into Taurus, a North Node, and Scorpio South Node. Your gut instincts, the practical realities of spirit, the integration of spirit into the body. It's a beautiful card. She's got it's like a woman on a cliff. There is no masculine figures in this card. On the cliff, kind of going to this idol, which is kind of like a symbol of her higher self, connecting the beautiful mind to the cosmos, and the beautiful kind of flowers out there flourishing in the cosmos, and then the little fires lit. I love those little fires. So going to the fires and making altars and making sacrifices and going to your spirit. Fire always represents spirit. So there should be 5 little fires there. And helping you to listen to your higher self, helping you not to get lost in the details, helping not to get lost in being too much into poverty consciousness. It's very easy to get into poverty consciousness or feeling like you don't deserve things. So the number 5 is always a bit of a challenge in itself. It's midway in the number 10 cycle. So again, people usually make 5-year plans. So you can decide, where you want to go with this. So the 5s are kind of like testing numbers. The number 5 also relates to the planet Venus, and she makes a 5-pointed star in her 8-year journey, so an upward turning pentagram. So take some time out to sit back and reflect, especially, Mercury is retrograde. Venus is retrograde. Venus rules Taurus, and Hierophant is the Taurus energy, and of course Taurus is our North Node now. Just moved yesterday on the 19th as the Sun entered Aquarius. The nodes also move back into late Taurus, the last degree of Taurus, 59 degrees, and will move through Taurus as our guiding bull for the next 18 months. So all of the eclipses this year are in Taurus and Scorpio. So Scorpio is what we're releasing. So fixed energy. Very powerful fixed energy. Everybody's going to be very stubborn, and nobody's going to want to back down. That is going to be stronger in 2022 and 2023, while Saturn is also in Aquarius, another fixed sign. So moving out of Leo energy, which is also another fixed sign. So I want to wish you all the best blessings. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarottarot.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok too. Many blessings to you.